Oh, I'm sorry.
Seventh floor. The man, he just pushed the fourth floor. Ironically, I told him the seventh, and he pushed the fourth. And then you got in here with that part.
It's funny how
Seventh floor?
Yes.
With this? Okay. Okay. Well, at least you can call. My phone wouldn't let me call to get information. It kept hanging up. Yeah, my life's weird. I wish someone would get down to the bottom of it.
Yeah, I kept. What time is it? Oh, 1:18.
119.
And you don't know when they're gonna open back up?
They tell us 5 to 10 years.
5 to 10 years.
I told you they used to open up every 7 years. And now it's every 5 years. I told you that's how they come. You don't know when they'll come again? That's how they work.
Do you guys send out any information when you get placed on the waiting list?
Not really. The only way, once you get placed on a waiting list, like how you would know when your name comes up, they'll send you a letter or a briefing in the mail.
Oh, they send you a letter when your name comes up? Okay, how do they put you on the waiting list and then your name comes up on the waiting list?
If you've already applied before 2019, you will be on the wait list. And so when your name comes up, then they'll send out a letter in the mail and telling you, when to come in for your briefing and what to do.
Because I've applied.
When did you apply before 2019?
Multiple times.
You should.
Well, after 2019, the whole procedure changed?
After 2019, they closed down the wait list. So if you applied any time before then, I should be able to find you.
Well, let's look it up. Do you have the rental assistance here?
Rental assistance is on floor 2.
Oh, okay.
Your social.
Okay. Because I applied multiple times, and the counterfeits I was talking to on my phone said that it's a lottery system.
Now, that's Dallas Housing Authority.
Okay.
Dallas County, so we're 2 different agencies. But even if you apply with us, you should still be able to come.
Okay. Okay, so I didn't apply with you guys, and your waiting list is closed. And you don't send any information to let people know that they applied, nothing in the mail. You stopped doing it. When you stopped doing it?
They said during 2019 is when they closed.
When did you stop letting people know that they got housing assistance in the mail?
What do you mean?
Because it doesn't make sense for the housing authorities not to want people to know that they applied for housing.
We're 2 different agencies, so
you don't send people in the mail to know their status, to know caseworkers, social workers, anything. You
get that in the mail. So when your number comes up, they send you a letter and they tell you what to do, what to bring in with your briefing, and then once your briefing is finished, then you go to that next.
Oh, but as far as letting people know that they applied and that they are on the waiting list, you stopped doing that?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And you're the second floor?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I'd like information on the rental assistance that you have.
Okay, that will come out.
Because they told me the 7th floor, then the 2nd floor, and you said you can help. Now you want me to go over there?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I'm just coming up there. I don't want you to go anywhere.
Oh, okay.
This right here, this is for the rental assistant. You're under the doctor's care?
Now I'm in a domestic violence crisis that involves the government, and I'm blacklisted from services all over, and they railroaded me and terminated me from my job.
Okay. This number you will call?
I'm here. I can't get services in person?
No, ma'am. They don't assist in person. You have to go online.
What are the avenues that I can take to apply? Because they lied to me online and told me that it was closed, and they've been playing games years.
What you mean far as?
For the rental assistance.
And you said that it was closed?
They lie to me online on the internet. Well, online when I make phone calls with my phone.
Yes, ma'am. Well, this is not our department. This is who assists with the rental. And you have to either call or you go online. I don't know if it's the same one because you said they lied to you. I'm not sure.
Okay, how do you apply?
You go online right here, and here's the phone number. You can call them as well, or you can apply.
I can't call that number. It hangs up. I can't. I don't. Don't you help with domestic abuse?
No, ma'am. The 1868 number, that's the number.
I saw it. Let me show it on the internet. I don't know why people would be dishonest with me. It says that you help people with domestic violence crises, health and human services.
We're not right here.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how to get directed because people withhold information from me. What's your name?
My name is Miss Goodman, and what's your name?
It's Kay.
Kay.
Clark.
Clark. Have you been assisted with our program on this floor?
I don't know what you offer.
So you never came in here before?
That's what I'm trying to get assistance with. What is this department? Financial assistance?
We assist with, over here, where I came from, we assist with the electric bill, gas bill, and the water bill. Over here, they assist with the rental assistance, but you have to be under the doctor's care with no source of income coming in. And the doctor has, or you have something that something has happened to where it took your income away.
Yeah, something did.
Okay.
The domestic violence crisis.
Okay. She got you from here.
Okay. Thank you. I'll
Well,
take this.
you will need this.
I just want to take it. You don't want me to have it?
Oh,
if you don't want me to have it and you're not willing to give it to me. Okay.
Hold on. Hold on 1 second. I don't want to fight with you. I'm trying
I don't
to
know why people mistreat me, man.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to be I'm in a domestic
guess
violence
what?
crisis
Well,
and you
guess
don't want to
what?
give me the paper.
No, I'm not saying that I don't.
Okay.
I was just going to say that this is too different. I was going to give it to you. This
Because
is
my abuser's narcissistic and he has a lot of power to control a lot of different people.
Oh, well, not-
and I just wanted the paper and you
Oh,
wouldn't
no.
give it to me.
Oh, girl, no, ma'am. The only
Okay.
thing I was about to...
Okay, thank you.
So
Thank
here you
you,
go.
ma'am.
Let me explain something to you.
Okay.
This is all I was going to do. That paper right there is
Okay.
different from what she...
Okay,
that's
that's
all I
okay.
was going to say.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead, sweetheart. Thank you. Don't forget your...
I don't want it.
So are you medically unable to work?
No, I'm in a domestic violence crisis.
Okay, with our program, you have to be medically unable to work.
Okay, because there's a lot of catch-22s. Is there any avenue I can take? Because I'm in a domestic violence crisis and I get blacklisted from services and direction.
Okay. What is your zip code?
Because she just said you could help.
No, ma'am. She asked you if you were medically unable to work, and you said yes. That's why she...
Oh, I thought I said the domestic violence crisis. I misunderstood.
Oh.
So, okay. So,
What's
I came here. There's no assistance period in person. Do you know where I can get help? Because it says that you offer help with the domestic violence.
We don't help with the...
I mean, there's Health and Human Service. Can you look up online to see where I go in this building to get help with domestic violence? Because you do.
Oh, there's not anything...
Let me show it to you online. What's your name?
Brenda.
Brenda? Okay. Well, you people why do I guess you don't feel safe and you had to put your mask on. I know it's a lot of people put their mask on.
I put my mask on in front of
you just
Jesus.
talking,
In front of
just
Jesus
talking,
if he
yeah.
come, right?
Yeah, you just want to be safe.
I'm wearing my mask to Jesus come back.
I understand
this
that.
is everybody. It don't have nothing to do with this is everybody. This is me, a person.
Okay. So you have to. That's the only way to get the rental assistance. Do it online because it showed on
This program, yes.
Okay.
This is with the COVID. This is what's helping everybody right now.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll try to do it on my own. My apartment complex multitude of people don't really want me to have information on it. Is there an avenue I can take to get information on it? Because they lied to me on my phone and told me it was closed down.
You can go apply for it. You have to go online though.
Just apply for it online. No help in person. Period.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So let's see what else. Let me Health and Human Services.
The Health and Human Services is a lot of departments. See, this is just the welfare division. Like for the Texas Health and Human Services, that's food stamps. That's with the state. That's not with the county.
See right here. See Family Violence Program. Texas Health and Human Services.
Health and Human Services. That is not the Dallas
This
County.
Dallas County Health.
This is Dallas County Health and Human Services.
I don't know where to go, ma'am. I just want direction on where to go to get help assistance in person.
211 information.
I'd like to get it in person.
No, I'm telling you 211.
I don't know why you railroad it in person to make phone calls on my phone. See, the government has people commit crimes and enforce interference with child custody crimes, domestic violence, and railroad me and not getting assistance.
Yes, ma'am.
So they enlisted my provider to call scam callers. So they entice people to commit crimes in person and railroad me to making phone calls on my phone, trying to convince me there's no possible avenue to get things resolved in person. And I just wanted to get things go in person and get assistance because I've tried on my phone for years and I don't have that right. Period. And along with a multitude of other rights I don't have.
The closest one to here is this one right here on Cadis. That's the Texas Health and Human Services.
Okay, so they help with assistance with domestic violence, but no one in this building, period.
Oh, yes, ma'am. There's nothing for...
Okay, so is there any direction? Where do I go to get direction on avenues that could help, like housing programs?
A housing Section 8 is on the 7th floor.
I mean, the different avenues that I can get assistance.
Like a referral list?
Right. In person. My life is normal. But I'll take the referral list, but in person, it doesn't work for me over the phone.
Anything in person now.
Nothing's in person now?
Nothing's in person. Mostly everything is by phone now.
Huh.
Just like our appointments. We do appointments over the phone.
Yeah, I think she gave me. Yeah, she gave me this.
Okay.
Yeah, so now people have lists that deprive me of meeting in person, enforcing my abuse.
I have that one. Again, this one right here.
So now there's no way to handle any kind of business in person ever. Period.
There is. But there's just a lot of programs that just aren't.
I'm asking for the ones that do offer you the ability to handle business in person.
Well, a lot of them are not due to COVID.
I'm not being heard.
No.
I just wanted the ones that do.
We don't know. We
You
don't
don't know at Health and Human Services, financial assistance, welfare.
We don't know. We're giving you all our resources.
Well, can I speak with the social worker and report child abuse? Because the government has railroaded me and deprived me of report.
The child abuse?
Yeah, my daughter's in a child abusive situation.
Well, that wouldn't be here.
Okay, so financial assistance and welfare.
Mm-hmm.
What's the welfare?
We're welfare bound.
We're
You're
welfare.
talking to me.
Oh, just financial assistance welfare. Mm-hmm. And you have no ability for me to speak with a social worker or direction on me speaking with a social worker to report my daughter's abuse as well as my own.
Not here.
That's Child Protective Services.
That's not here.
That's not in this building.
Okay, so I go to Child Protective Services.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and where do you know the nearest one?
Yes, ma'am. Off of Stillman's down the street.
Let me give you my YouTube channel. So you can.
I don't need it.
Yeah, social workers. It's a crime. It's a crime for you not to help with suspected abuse.
No, I
It's
said
a
I
crime
don't
for you.
need your YouTube.
Yeah, you do
We
because
can't help you because we don't.
I just
We
want you
don't
to have my
assist.
YouTube channel. So
Oh,
that way
you
you can see my family's abuse
Oh,
as
okay.
social workers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to give? Oh, okay. So we
Yes.
can look at.
You finished at the same time I did. Yeah, you were over at the other side with me. I just have strange things going on in my life.
We are same.
Stopped again. I will keep running each other, but I guess I can go this way. You too. So there's police right here, and then the other police, and then some kind of way these people blatantly lie and sabotage any assistance. So they told me at first to go to the 7th floor. This is a pattern. They play games on purpose. Go to the 7th floor. I went to the 7th floor. Then they told me to go to the 2nd floor. And then now some kind of way, neither one of them can help. And they refer me to another location. But this pattern has happened years to never get the assistance. And then they have them blatantly lie to cover up for crimes already committed. Why would the housing authority not want you to know that you're on a waiting list? They're have them covering up for the crime of sabotaging my mail, which is a felony. So now they have concocted that you can't get mail. You don't get mail now. They stop. They don't want you to know that you've been placed on the waiting list. Now they have this lottery system. I don't know what the truth is because they blatantly lie. And they have these people blatantly lie with no consequences. How do you come as a police officer come and entice all these locations to blatantly lie year after year and deprive me of services, my constitutional right to services that everyone else gives, and then lie and scam and say that you can deny services? Look at all the traffic. I'm my feet's in the road. My tablet's up though. Then blatantly lie and say that they have a right to deny me services. No, they don't. That's what the Constitution is for. That's discrimination. They don't have a right to contribute to hate or crimes and deprive me of services for profit or whatever avenue they're taking to deprive me of. Just make it normal every single day. They wait. They have cameras. I'm in the road and they're in the road too. Harassment is criminal. That's ignored too. So since this has been going on years, when I get to the next location, they have a scam waiting for me there. It just can't be done in person. You are required at CPS, all avenues, to handle your business over the phone and forced to talk to scammers. The government has set up on your phone. That's how you know they're doing it. They have all these places force me to make calls on my phone and deprive me of the right of handling my business in person. Even to the degree at Attorney General, she tried to force me to speak with someone on my phone when I was there in person reporting the crimes going on with Attorney General Child Support Division. They refuse to let me report stolen, embezzled, paid child support payments because it's the government that's doing it. Just sitting in the car. I don't know if you could see it. And they immediately cut them off when I record. I don't know if you heard about the embezzled child support payments that they tried to force me to. I went in person. And they tried to force me to handle that business on the phone when I was there in person, to enforce that I speak with the government scammers. I don't know if you heard that because my phone wasn't recording. And then that car parked diagonally. Look, where the house parked. Diagonally. Right there. It looks like it's in the middle of the road. Let's check it out. See if they leave. And then the car was trying to distract me. They normally try to hurry up and leave when I drive off. Now they're scamming that they had to get out in the middle of the road and flash their lights. Because harassment is criminal. In the middle of the road. Now they get out of their car and they're scamming that they're having car issues to validate the reason why they were scammed. They have schemes for everything. So now they're having car trouble, and that's why they had to flash their lights. These people are, I mean, they come up with all kinds of schemes to validate their bad behavior. Right there, parked diagonally, flashing the light in front of me, and then cutting them off when I started to record. These people have concocted they're having car issues. That's why they're doing that. So that's how it's supposed to be. They immediately, so this other man was helping him. Right there. But he immediately got in the truck and drove off when I passed him. He pushed the car to help him, but he didn't help him get it out the road. So he jumped into the truck. I have to be my own investigator. He jumped into his truck when I was leaving, left the man in the middle of the road, but he was helping him get out the middle of the road, but some kind of way he didn't need to, and then left to flee the scene. I'm on the freeway. Look at my speed. And they're trying to speed up now that I got my tablet. I was going to look at it. Another vehicle's doing it, this truck. And then the one that was braking got over in front of the truck to validate the reason why this truck was braking. And now the truck's getting over. So we have the white truck that did it and the black truck that did it. And then if the truck was that slow, I mean nothing. Never mind. Okay, the truck got over got in the left lane and then got back over and is doing the same thing again. The other day when I said that they were going 50 on the freeway and then pretending like when I got my tablet that they were trying to get over, but it was nothing in the right lane for them to prevent them, nothing in front of them and nothing on the side. So what prevented them from getting over? And this is how they create traffic. See, look, there's nothing up there. And they're creating traffic, and then this truck tries to hurry up and get over to block their view that nothing's going on in front of us. They're just creating traffic out of malice, like they've been getting away with years. And then by the time we get up there, you can't see that it was nothing in front of those cars to create traffic. Okay, my phone railroaded me to come to this controlled Health and Human Services location. I typed in my phone the nearest one, and I will show you where my phone railroaded me to come to. This truck is giving me a hard time. It keeps getting over in my lane, and then got over in the wrong lane when I was turning and then going slow. Like what we're experiencing. I mean, you're harassed all the way en route when you get there at home. So this is the Botham Jean is where the police department is. And my phone railroaded me to come over here to get services in this controlled environment by the police department, police headquarters. It's saying done. This is where I'm at. So I guess it's over here somewhere. It's not telling me to turn or anything. I have stated that my GPS is hacked. It's saying that I'm done. Cadiz Street. Okay, this car got in the way and then immediately turned it off. It got in the way, went that direction, and then was coming back this direction and turned off when I started to record. Because I'm being gang stalked. And they hunt me down. It makes me feel hunted. And then if they came that direction, if the blue car, I don't know if it was recorded, it came and interrupted in this direction. Got close to me and came this direction. Then turned back around to do it again until I started recording. And then they immediately turned off right. Every single day, this living nightmare. No consequences. This is harassment. Like I said, this is a crime. So these businesses over here is closed, and it's a dead end.
Onto South Lamar Street, then turn left onto Cadiz Street.
And they're over there just sitting. They actually got out the car, and they're just over there sitting. This car is waiting until I started recording. It was just waiting in the road. They have cameras. Every turn I take, every avenue, this chaos. Just waiting in the road until I started recording. This car's just waiting here with the blinker on. There's no traffic. They do this until they're just sitting there. What's preventing them from turning? Why would they just sit there? Oh, I guess they can't turn on red. I don't know what's going on. But I just try to expose gang stalkers. They just turned and it's still red. So I don't know what's going on. They sat here a while. You know, I'm trying to keep the tears back. I begged God, I said, I don't want to live in this much terror. Lord, please help me. I don't want to live in this constant state of terror. So I asked for any relief. Lord, please help me. And I'm still in it. But I've had to become accustomed to being in a constant state of terror. So this light is malfunctioning. The lights are still working. All the other lights, and this one does not change. This has changed multiple times. I have stated that they changed the lights, and I'm sure people didn't believe me. It's malfunctioning. They should have cameras and access to see if it's malfunctioning. So this one keeps changing, and this one doesn't. It has not changed. And at the FBI, I said that I know people probably didn't believe me, but the light was malfunctioning when I got in the middle of the street and changed quickly when I was in the middle of the street to have traffic come out at me. You're witnessing it now. I've been experiencing this years. So this light keeps changing. All the other lights, this one will not change. The other one just, I don't know if you can't turn on it, what's going on. The other car just left. And that's about what I'm about to do right now, because it's not changing. Traffic keeps going all other directions except this one. It has not changed from red. And then notice someone's outside right there in the rain. I said someone is controlling these lights. Finally, it has changed after all this time. This car was trying to prevent me from getting over and following me until I started recording. I am just tortured on they should have cameras to validate what I'm saying. So the car is following me, openly stalking.
300 feet, turn
no
left
consequences.
onto South Griffin Street.
Then when I tried to get over, tried to prevent me from getting over until I recorded and sped up. Every single day, this living nightmare. I haven't got there, and I'm terrorized en route. So my GPS is malfunctioning. I don't know why it's not okay. Hold on. So it's telling me to turn on left on Cadiz Street. Here's Cadiz Street right here. I'm turning left.
Turn right, then your destination will be on the left. Head northeast on Cadiz Street toward Griffin Street East. Turn left onto South Griffin Street, then turn left onto Canton Street.
It's malfunctioning. It said to turn right, then left, and then the train's coming. My phone don't want me to know how to get there. It's just playing games. It's happened years. So let me turn here. It just keeps having me go in circles. This car's waiting right here. It waited. And then now that I'm returning, recording, it waited right there, and they normally come at me, but when I start recording, then they leave. So they know that my GPS is monitored. They know that it's monitored, and they know it's malfunctioning. They set it up, trying to beg for my life at the Health and Human Services, but this is a pattern. This happens years, and it went unaddressed, and I couldn't get any resolution. Here's the car. Okay, here it is right here, but my phone was malfunctioning. They're waiting in the road to turn and then immediately move. It's sick. It's sick. They just waited in the road. They want me to know that I'm being stopped. So let me show them how it feels. So they know I'm on the way to Health and Human Service, and they want me to be terrorized on the way getting here. As it hasn't been any consequences for years. So if it's been a nightmare getting here, you can imagine how it would feel, my experience is going to be on the inside. My GPS was malfunctioning. It had me going, I've used the GPS before. It was behaving odd, as it has done years, like I said, but you just have to take my word for it. So this location, this is where the Metro Care caseworkers slandered me and got me put out of that location, Dallas Life. I don't know what the truth is. I've heard that they have help with domestic violence. Whatever, I don't know what the truth is. They told me that they didn't. They also schemed to deprive me of services before in the past. I told police I was in a domestic violence crisis. Please help me. They set up for me to live at Dallas Life. They claimed that they were helping assist me and set up a cot for me on the floor. After I begged the police department to help me, I was terrified for my life. So after they set up for me to set up for the cot and the floor, they interrupted me speaking to Victims Intervention Program at Parkland and forced me to go over to the hospital, interrupted that, and forced me to go over to the hospital, and then would not let me talk to the social worker they claimed that they set up, and then gave me a pass. They waited like 3 or 4 hours till it was dark, and when I was already terrified for my life, a police officer interrupted me, took me over to the hospital, would not let me speak with the advocate that they claimed they had for me to set up. Then after that, gave me a bus pass to Fort Worth for a 1-day emergency shelter when I was terrified for my life. Since I was already terrified for my life and I don't have a normal life and rights to services on the bus, I just had to sleep outside. Because, it was dark and they would have been playing games in a foreign area. I get assaulted, threatened, and a multitude of things that I was deprived of investigation for. So I would have been terrorized en route to not even have certain assistance to, have shelter. And then only for 1 day. So this is what the police are setting up. And there hasn't been any consequences rendered for their bad behavior. I'm still looking for Health and Human Services. Oh, my phone malfunctioned again. It told me it was back the other way. It's right here finally. So my phone, here it is right here. My phone repetitively malfunctions when I go to vital locations. It is not as bad as it used to be. It used to be I couldn't even use my GPS. Okay, I'm finally going in, and one may say, I'm being negative, and that I went through this years. I don't think I'm being heard. Years of this. Police used to be personally waiting there. They were at CPS on Mockingbird. They were there. They were at AT&T. If they're going to be there for petty things like me trying to have my phone service that I'm getting paid for and force them to defraud me out of funds, then full-blown well they'll interrupt me getting assistance from them, from help to get away from their abuse, like they did at the rally, the domestic violence rally. So, I don't want to be negative, but common sense. If you have the government conspiring with abuse and no charges are being racked up, they're going to continually do it until someone interrupts it, as they've done years. To the degree of whatever happened on the boat, in addition to that, trying to isolate me at restaurants and at church, nothing's being done. So why would they stop? They hadn't. And it got a little bit better because I started to record. So it's not about being a negative, it's reality. There's no charges. So let's see what con they have up now. I don't know if you noticed that this car right here is sitting in the car. I'm routinely stopped. Well, someone sitting in the car. It's a pattern. They want to know second by second what's going on with me so they can cause havoc. That's how they do the gang stalkers and people blocking my path. Yeah? Okay, so just to simply ask a question, the line's all the way back there.
The last person back there is.
Oh, okay. Oop. Okay, so at this office, you can't ask questions. You have to wait in line, and everyone has to get served at this office? Oh, okay. That's how my life isn't abnormal. Okay. That's what I thought. Yes. And then they were telling me up there I had. Oh yes, okay. Because they were telling me I had to get in line to ask a question, and my life is abnormal. Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, she said it was okay just to ask the question if I just make sure they're not busy. Because y'all are actually getting service, right? You don't want to talk to me, ma'am?
I'm trying to. What did you just say?
Oh, she said that it was okay that if I just ask a question, are you actually getting service?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I just want to ask a question. And you told me to get in line? Oh, no, I was just trying to ask a question. My life ain't normal. Oh, that's okay. It happens all the time, yes. I just want to ask a question if it's okay. Can I ask a question?
How long is the question? Because I don't want nobody to feel like it's skipping.
Okay, it's just about domestic violence and child abuse. Do I have to get in line to report that and get assistance, a social worker? Because I've been deprived of it years.
Okay, so this is the food stamp.
Okay, so that's why I needed to know. Where would I go get help with that?
You will go to the social services. Where
You don't have a building? You don't have a social services in this building?
No, ma'am. This is just the food stamp process.
Okay, so yes, my phone plays games. I went to a multitude of locations. Can you, anyone help me I'm in a domestic violence situation that's really extreme.
The police department is next.
They're behind it. So that's why it's extreme. The police department are enlist parties to be conspirators in their abuse.
Did you report it to the police?
The police department's behind it. Police department's behind. I just want to know where to go, ma'am, please. I'm in a domestic violence crisis.
Exact location, that's what I'm saying.
So you're.
Another social service. I know it's more close to here. I just don't know the street. No, we don't. No, I'm telling you. I'm trying to think.
Stemmons lied. Can't get to the bottom of things because people. I just left Stemmons and they said that they didn't offer it. I don't know why businesses routinely lie and there's no consequences for it. Okay, you guys don't want me to know how to get help?
Yeah, just go to the police department. Right.
I want to Health and Human Services. Why can't I not?
Only the Health and Human Services, ma'am.
So you don't want me to know, period?
Are you giving me a bill?
No. I hope the FBI's on my phone and I do this. I just want to know where to go, ma'am. I want to go to Health and Human Services and speak with a social worker. And you don't want me to know where I can go?
You can go to the police department.
Why is she denying me of services at Health and Human Services? I'd like to know a location I can go to get help with domestic abuse and child abuse. Why would she conspire with it and not just any help with domestic abuse and child abuse? You offer assistance with it and social workers, and I'm just in general. I don't know why people would deprive me of avenues.
And I know the CPS officer I know is what is that on?
Can you look as a courtesy, ma'am? If I'm escaping abuse, do you mind helping?
The only thing we could legally do is advise you to call 911.
I'm at Health and Human Services trying to find a location and you're depriving me of that information. Okay, but can you find out as a courtesy as where I could go?
She's looking for somewhere where she can report.
Get a social worker for Health and Human Services and report child abuse and the domestic violence. They told me to come, and multiple locations blatantly lied to deprive me of assistance and play games.
I don't know.
So you don't want me to know any location?
Huh?
Do you want me to know the locations?
I want you to know whatever you need to know. He's looking now.
Oh, okay, good. There's here. I don't want to go. Why would you recommend Wheatland? There's not. Yeah, the Wheatland location, and aren't there locations closer?
Ma'am, I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
I know there's different aspects of Health and Human Services, like some offices do different things, but
there's a lot of people that have contributed to psychological abuse and condone domestic violence and child abuse, and that's prevented me from escaping it for years. And then they pretend like they don't have answers for years. So you said Simmons.
I know there's a CPS office.
Well, they lied, and I don't know how to combat businesses that lie and deprive me of services for years. Well, I mean, you're Health and Human Services, so. Are you a social worker?
I'm a social worker that does food stamps and